After a disastrous month in the markets and reports of top brass leaving, Facebook is owning up to a big advertising issue: fake Facebook accounts. Mashable reports nearly 9% of Facebook users are fakes. The number of fake accounts on Facebook is roughly the size of Egypt's population and larger than most of the world's countries, the company disclosed this week. Taking the latest figures into account, Facebook's latest claim of 955 million active users would be downgraded to 872 million. And just 500 million of those are active, according to the Facebook filing. 500 million still sounds pretty good, but even tracking those down can be a bit tricky. CNET reports one firm, Limited Run, ditched Facebook after it couldn't nail down who was visiting, liking, and using its Facebook account. While testing Facebook's advertising system, Limited Run noticed it could only verify about 20% of the clicks that were supposedly being converted to users showing up on its website. After trying a few analytics services to figure out the remaining traffic, the company built its own software out of exasperation. CNET isn't the only media outlet taking a closer look at the authenticity of Facebook's users. The BBC did its own investigation, tracking individual users with disturbing results.
We had 13-year-olds who were managers at global multinational companies who said that they lived in the US, placing likes from places in sort of remote parts of Indonesia.
Revelations like this one, which media notes were buried in a 10Q Facebook filing, led to more questions about what's real and what's hype. The Register wonders how anyone could know. Facebook went on to note that its figures were merely estimates of how many accounts were fake. It apparently doesn't use an algorithm to sift through its users in search of dodgy accounts. Instead, it creepily has reviewers looking for suspicious names and inauthentic behavior on the site. But Beta News comes to Facebook's defense while noting this bit of news can't help business. While there's little that Facebook can really do to identify and prevent fake user accounts, the news that 8.7% of all its active monthly traffic has come from such sources won't sit well with advertisers, especially those worried whether or not their campaigns are actually reaching real people. And Facebook itself notes in the risk section of the 10Q filing its concerns about what all this might do to its bottom line. If people do not perceive our products to be useful, reliable, and trustworthy, we may not be able to attract or retain users or otherwise maintain or increase the frequency and duration of their engagement. A number of other social networking companies that achieved early popularity have since seen their active user bases or levels of engagement decline, in some cases precipitously. For Newsy, I'm Candice Aviles. Multiple sources, The Real Story.